Gives me great pleasure to share with you the one God teaching in reality. Because in order for us to understand why we are in the world and what we must learn to trust within ourselves and beyond ourselves, we must have a clear understanding of our relationship with God and how God works in the world and works through people working in the world. Without this, we are operating off a very old set of teachings, traditions, and assumptions. And whether you had a religious upbringing or not, these teachings and assumptions have very much shaped your worldview and your assumptions and even beliefs about yourself. Because a relationship with God is the center point of our life. But we experience and express that through our relationship with ourselves, one another, and the world. Focusing on God alone is not really where the work must be done. So our eyes are set towards the world that we have come to serve. And the only way we can serve that is by knowing what to trust within ourselves and each other and beyond ourselves. Living in separation, the whole foundation of trust has been destroyed. For without this deeper trust, all you can believe in is your ideas or the ideas of others, or your assumptions and beliefs, all of which are weak, fallible, and subject to change and destruction in a world of constant change. Those who will not be able to receive the one God are held back because of their beliefs and their assumptions and their investment in those beliefs and assumptions. And the degree to which those beliefs and assumptions have laid the foundation for their understanding of themselves, how they define themselves. It is like they've built an armor around themselves of ideas and beliefs, and they seek to defend and to fortify that in all ways. But when God speaks again, God is not bound by what we believe or assume to be true, or by our traditions and what they espouse. God is here to take us beyond these things into a pure engagement and experience. And while belief and ideas are important, and we all need them to have stability in our own thinking, they must serve something greater that transcends them. But not only transcends them, but works through them out into the world. We've reached a new age in the sense that we must enter an age of cooperation and responsibility. Not just for leaders, but for everyone. For leadership will fail and is failing. Institutions will falter and become corrupt and are becoming so increasingly. The cooperation responsibility has to happen at a very fundamental level now, within people, between people. Able to bridge over ideology, religion, history, and the only thing that has the power to do this is the power of knowledge that God has put within us. And only a new understanding of God can reveal why knowledge is real. Because in the old traditions, people were not given this kind of encouragement. People were not even encouraged to become educated in any sense. People were not encouraged to become literate. People were not encouraged to read the scriptures. That only happened much, much later, and only under strict guidance and approval of the existing institutions or authorities. We're now being given what only the mystics and the seers of the past were able to receive. But with that gift comes a great responsibility in learning, and a great challenge in learning, and a great commitment to learning, which can only come from you. And it will come from you to the extent that you are engaging with this deeper strength and power that God has given you. But you cannot have the reality of knowledge with an old God understanding. Because knowledge is now. It has always been free of religious ideology. It must move freely. It must have the vehicle within you to move freely. It must have you as its vehicle to move freely. In this way, God can work through you and in you and with you in ways beyond comprehension, beyond belief. God is beyond belief. I pray that you will be able to feel the importance of these times in which you live, and the fact that you have been called to something of this magnitude. It will challenge your ideas, your beliefs, and your trust within yourself. It will challenge your fear of disapproval from others. It will challenge your weakness, your negligence, and your lack of self-respect. A great gift brings great responsibility. For the new message is not here for your personal edification or enhancement. It is here to speak to you and through you. These books are not merely books, they're portals into a greater reality. Portals. But you must be willing to go there without presumptions. To let wisdom grow without merely building ideas about it. The one God is perhaps the purest testament about God and how God works in the world that we have ever received. And it could only have been received in a time like this. It is free of the world's beliefs, religious ideology, and mass assumptions. It is a calling to freedom from these things. As the religions of the world are increasingly entered into violence towards one another, and even disintegration internally, God has spoken again to refresh the pure religion of knowledge within those who can receive. And there are enough to receive those in the world, if this can be made available to them, to alter the course that we must alter if we are to survive and succeed. So I present the revelations in this book as they were presented to me purely, which has never happened before, that the messenger has been able to prepare the revelation to make sure it is accurate, and certainly to provide the voice of revelation, which could never be recorded in previous times, and to make that available for everyone to hear everywhere. Those who are already moved by knowledge will be the first to respond, and they will have a recognition experience, as have you, in being here, and in responding, and in taking the journey that you have had to take since beginning to respond, and will continue to take from here on. Through these revelations, you will come to know me and why I'm here. And because I am a platform of relationship itself, you will come to know who you are and why you are here. Or you cannot know this on your own, or just within yourself. It must happen in the sphere of a greater relationship that you have with me, with those who sent me, whether those who sent me or those who sent you. As I said, your relationship with God is your most primary relationship. And this must be healed and recognized. You must open yourself to this. For without this, you will never experience fully relationship with another, intimacy with another, trust with another, or with yourself. Because all of these deeper experiences lead you back to the experience of God. And if that is kept out of your mind and awareness, then you're blocked on all fronts. Venture here and you will know how to be with others, and you will know who to be with and how to be with them. You have a mission and a higher purpose in life because God and your spiritual family has sent you. To be able to experience this and to feel this and to know this is so important and gives you a certainty that nothing in the world can provide. No matter what happens, you're here on a mission. Now your mission is to receive, to learn, and to prepare. Beyond that, you cannot yet go. But if you proceed, you will go. My preparation was long and inexplicable and very daring in many ways. Yours will not be like mine, but it will be mysterious. It will be daring. And it will be confusing to you. Such is the mystery at work in your life. You need only follow and gain the certainty that you gain along the way. In the one God and throughout the new message, I'm bringing to you the recognition of God and the experience of God that everyone has always wanted but has never been able to have. And those who have had to have it in the past have had to transcend the limits and boundaries of their religion in order to gain access to this threshold. This is the God that will move your life and your heart and will clear the way for you to move forward. For you can only take the essential people and the essential things on a journey of this magnitude. This is about feeling and knowing what is true within you and your ability to follow that, even in the face of great doubt or the prospect of great loss. You must follow that guiding light. To know that guiding light, you must follow it. To know where it's leading you, you must follow it. You will never be able to understand otherwise. Just get on that ship to the new world and new life. Therefore, I give this book to you and to the world through you and through others who will receive it, learn it, live it, and naturally share it with others. It is an answer to people's prayers all over the world right now. And I have the need, the calling, and the desire to give it to them. May this be so for you as well. In this way, may God be served, and may the world be served. Asino Varakra.